24, connecting you to the community.
Welcome to your Hometown News. I'm April Frelke with my co-host Nick Kaufman. We have a very packed show tonight with the latest edition of FlavorWise, featuring foil packets on the grill. Tiffany Beaver, who recently opened a ceramic and crafting studio in Toma, and special guest Helmut Fritz, who is running for a state assembly seat in Wisconsin's 19th district. Helmut lived in the Toma area for many years and heard he went to your church, Nick.
Yes, he did.
Are you familiar with Helmut Fritz?
Yeah, I know him a little bit, okay? But mostly I admire him for going up against all the Democrats in Milwaukee. You got to be gutsy. So it'll be nice talking to him later.
Yeah, we will be.
Yeah,
well, the Connect 24 is brought to you by Oakdale Credit Union, Molter's Fresh Market in Toma, Hardware Hank in New Lisbon, and Easier Living Consultants in Camp Douglas. Well, this Friday is September 11th, which is Patriot Day and a National Day of Service and Remembrance. On this day, Americans across the country are called to volunteer in their local communities in tribute to the individuals lost and injured in the attacks, the first responders, and the many who have risen to serve to defend our freedom from the 9/11.
And here are a few volunteer opportunities in our area. The Toma VA is looking for people who like to fish, hey, yes, that's good, or play blackjack. Wow. If this sounds like something you can do and you want to do it, please email Sarah at what is it? L-U-T-H, okay, at redcross.org. That's not confusing, but here's the number, 608-347-8791 to learn more from her. And
Faith in Action of Toma is looking for new volunteers, and you can contact them by the information on the screen to help the elderly and disabled members of our community with transportation to and from appointments, helping with our grocery program, and even yard work. So that's another way to volunteer.
Yeah, I haven't been volunteering lately, but it's coming. It'll be there soon. I'm just so busy with stuff, you know.
Well, you know, Nick, I feel like you volunteer a lot, though, like in the community. Just being on the TV is a big volunteer thing, listen, to be out there.
There you go, folks. So I do it.
Well, we're going to get to our first interview, and he joins us via Zoom. We'll welcome to the program Helmut Fritz. Welcome to Lynxx 24. We're glad to have you.
Nick, it's an honor.
Helmut, it's good to see you. As I see you now, it's starting to come back a little bit. I think I did see you there at our church. Yeah, how have you been?
It's been an astonishing ride, let me tell you, since I've last been there.
And so now that you're back in your hometown for a while, I guess, give us a reason for why you're you're running for state assembly.
Well, first, a small correction, Nick. I lived in Toma for about 11 years, and all of my 4 children were born there. So I consider the Toma area home as well. But Milwaukee, yes, that's where I was born and raised. We are doing things that you will watch, listeners and watchers to this show, you will hear today, things you never hear on the large mainstream media. Milwaukee has the Republican Party in Milwaukee. We've got offices, for example, the office I work out of, the Martin Luther King office on Martin Luther King Drive and North Avenue, is a majority black-run office. The vast majority of people running out of that office, including several colleagues running for state assembly and state senate seats, are African American. We're doing it, and generally the general press is not really interested.
What inspired you to take this on and be a part of this movement?
My parents are Eastern Europeans. My late mother comes from the Republic of the Ukraine, and my late dad comes from what is now Poland. And I saw in the eyes of cousins and aunts and uncles the outcomes of many of the policies that my opposition is trying to push forward right now. State-dominated healthcare, government central control of our opinions. We could just go on and on and on. And because of that, in my career right now, I'm a former stockbroker. I was heavily involved in electronic business-to-business sales. I ran radio and TV stations in Toma for a while. My career right now was a place where I'm going, I need to run against the guy who's my state assembly guy. And that's how this all started.
Helmut, I've read somewhere that you're a big advocate of the rule of law and justice. Tell me a little bit about that, just in like 30 seconds.
A democracy is, by definition, rule of law. A tyranny is something other than rule of law, often started by rule of mob. Dictator wannabes love mobs.
Yeah, very good, very good. And lastly is that you're a pretty prolific writer. Have you got anything in the works right now?
Yes, if you go on my website, helmutfritz.org, not to be confused with helmutfritzforassembly.com, which is my campaign website, there's a lot of samples right there. I'm looking for publishers right now and have one of my works in front of an editor right now. So nothing published yet, so you can't get it at the bookstore, but working on it.
Well, we'll keep our eyes open.
Thank you for joining us, Helmut, and good luck with your campaign.
Yeah, good to see you again.
And God bless Toma. I love the place.
Thank you.
Anyway.
Well, catering for cast and crew has been provided by Marco's Italian and American Grill in Warrens. Great food with a fun, relaxing atmosphere at Marco's. And up next, Dana Mallinger and Flavor Wise with fun and easy foil packs on the grill.
At Moulters Fresh Market, we're in this together. We're working hard to keep our shelves stocked and our prices low. Moulters is buying truckloads of things you need every day, like pallets of bottled water, a truckload of toilet paper, even pallets of charcoal for your summertime barbecues. It's time to head to Moulters Fresh Market, stocking up so you can save.
My name is Katie Shute, and I have lived in the Toma area all my life. I had knee replacement and needed to be in a wheelchair for a while. So when I needed my wheelchair ramp, I thought of Easier Living Consultants right away. The whole thing was done within a couple of days. I would definitely recommend Easier Living Consultants for any project you have. It met up to my expectations and even exceeded them.
The Oakdale Credit Union has spent decades serving Oakdale, Mauston, and Reedsburg. From comprehensive financial services to reliable mortgage loans, we strive to provide unparalleled care.
I like the warm and friendly atmosphere each and every time I come in. The staff is very knowledgeable and truly cares about its members.
Come and learn more about the Oakdale Credit Union, where we treat you like a member of the family.
Do you have one of those things that makes spray painting easy?
You're talking about one of these, the easy way to do it. Hi, can I help you?
Hi, do you have one of those shower extenders?
Sure do, right here. Hey there.
Hi, do you have a saw that saws everything?
Sure do, right here.
You got a lot more going for you with Hank, Hardware Hank.
Relax at Marco's Italian and American Grill in Warrens, Wisconsin.
I'm Major John Judy Hudock, United States Marine Corps. This is Lynxx 24 connecting you to the community.
Today we are going to create grill foil packs. Typically when we grill, people go straight for the meat. This cooking method combines flavor from a variety of foods, herbs, and oils that steam together. It's so easy and quick. The foil pack that we are going to create today combines the flavor of cod and spicy sausage with some vegetables. Both are starch and are non-starchy. For vinegar, I have 3 options: balsamic vinaigrette, apple cider vinegar, and a red wine vinegar. 3 oils to choose from. our typical olive oil, walnut oil, and sesame seed oil, and then a variety of herbs and other flavors such as ginger. This episode is sponsored by Moulter's Fresh Market. To demonstrate that flavor can be easy, Jared and Whitney, I would like you to prepare chefs for the day.
Loaded! This is official.
So pick a foil pack.
Okay, I'll do this one. Well, I think that one looks, you can have it.
They're pretty.
Yeah, they're pretty much even.
They're
so
pretty
I was
even.
trying to give you the bigger piece, Jared.
Why?
Oh, you're bigger than me. Maybe you're hungrier. Okay, this is a smorgasbord. I'm gonna definitely get some garlic. That feels like the right choice.
Okay, I think I'm gonna open with onion.
I'm gonna do an onion garlic chorus. And then, you know, I love some heat, so I'm kind of excited that there's some chilies here.
Okay, gonna go peppers definitely.
And I feel like they grill up really nice.
Look how nice and neat yours looks. Mine looks like I dropped it on the floor.
I don't know. You just have a different style. You have more of like a modern art take on it.
What makes art modern?
I don't know. I think you just say that when you don't know what you're looking at.
The ones that are chopped are...
Serranos?
Is that hotter than jalapenos?
Yes.
And then the chilies are hotter yet?
Eat it. Eat it raw.
I don't want to though.
I'm thinking
I'm doing like a little baby taste. I'm doing a little baby taste.
No, wasn't your thing. Are you gonna be okay?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie and say that I really enjoyed that. I actually think potatoes are way up underrepresented in any diet. In all the diets, more potatoes, please.
Walnut oil. Sounds awesome. Oh, smell that. You smell it's kind of roasted.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, all right. Part of me kind of feels like if I don't use a little bit of everything, I'm wasting the opportunity for flavor. Yours looks curated. Mine looks like a garden threw up.
Looks don't affect flavor.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's true. I
disappointed.
don't think it matters.
What are you planning on doing with those potatoes over there?
Why do you want them?
I don't like to waste them. Trade you kale for potatoes.
That's a fair trade. I feel like we did this on one of the other episodes where we like trade you some veggies maybe.
I like foil packs because I think it's a really, I think it does a better job of getting all the flavors in there.
With kids, I feel like too, it's kind of nice. Like everybody can make their own pack, like we just did, and then they can just.
Well, I have kids, and I feel like they would just pick like just potatoes or just, you know. So I make them all, and I'm like,
they might eat it all.
Eat it or starve.
It's kind of like off of Beauty and the Beast, so the Beast is like, go ahead and starve.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna make like a pocket.
Yeah.
Right. That's like the biggest thing with the seal for a little bit of a hole in there.
I generally use too much foil because I'm worried about losing the flavors. I'm gonna go with a little bit of a pinch and fold.
Copying me. I just did that.
You did?
Yeah. Are you taking my idea and claiming it as your own?
Would it surprise you to know that this is the only way that I know how to do this?
No.
It looks like we're ready to head out to the grill.
Okay.
Let's see how well you did.
Okay. I don't grow very much, so this is kind of exciting. It was pretty easy.
It looks good, I think.
Nice like juice stuff in there.
Yeah.
Flavor juice.
I think that's because the balsamic vinegar came out way faster than I thought it would.
I'm gonna try this fish.
Hot.
I love fish.
It's a little hot yet.
I love it. I've never done kale like this either.
It's one of my favorite ways to do kale. They cook down fairly well, so you
Yeah.
see that you could really put a lot of them into the foil pack.
Yeah, it's a nice texture. It's not like slimy or gross. I really like that.
So a great way to get the leafy greens and a lot of flavor into them.
Isn't kale supposed to be bitter?
No, kale is bitter if you overcook it or put it on a direct high heat. Your leafy greens should never be bitter.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Oh, good.
Wow, I mean, that one, yeah,
I'm
okay.
glad you gave me yours.
And they pair well with fish because the timing is fairly close.
And I love fish. It's like my go-to protein.
It should not have a fishy flavor if it's nice and fresh.
Yeah,
So-
this does not taste fishy at all.
No, not even a little bit. The best bite is the one that you get a little bit of all the flavors, you know?
Adding a couple different herbs and oils. Balsamic vinegar is one of my favorites with vegetables on the grill. Just sliced red peppers with balsamic vinegar caramelizes really nice, or beets.
Sure. Oh, I love beets. I think because it tastes just like dirt. They're so good.
I like beets because they taste like dirt.
Yeah, I just love the flavor of that. I ate dirt as a kid. That's the kind of weird thing.
You like dirt?
Well, I mean, I had an iron deficiency.
Today we demonstrated that you don't need to have complex cooking skills to use oils, herbs, and aromatics to create a tasty meal high in nutrients. So next time that you grill, get creative. Include oils, herbs, and vinegar. Join us next episode of Flavor Wise, where Jared and Whitney will have the opportunity to roll up their sleeves again and create their version of the ultimate egg bake. My favorite time saver packed full of muscle building nutrients. Thank you for joining us on Flavor Wise, encouraging you to choose flavor and live empowered.
Moulter's family-owned store brings you fresh. Feel healthy with a wide selection of organic foods, gluten-free products, certified Black Angus beef, and handmade brats. Moulter's has a great selection of meats, so choosing can be tough. Just ask our butcher to help you make the perfect selection. Moulter's brings you fresh-packed deli meals for those on the go. And of course, our fresh market. Download our mobile app and start saving money today. Moulter's brings you fresh.
At Toma Health, we're keeping you safe while resuming expanded healthcare services.
I'm Shelley Eggstead, Quality Services Director at Toma Health. Quality has always been a priority, and it's been part of our mission.
Our staff is taking extra precautions, like offering video visit, virus screening, social distancing, and rigorous disinfecting protocols to provide continuing care.
For more information or to schedule an appointment, visit tomahealth.org.
My name is Katie Shute, and I have lived in the Toma area all my life. I had knee replacement and needed to be in a wheelchair for a while. So when I needed my wheelchair ramp, I thought of Easier Living Consultants right away. The whole thing was done within a couple of days. I would definitely recommend Easier Living Consultants for any project you have. It met up to my expectations and even exceeded them.
Come away with me. Just you and me and Ella.
I love this.
Ella?
There was a shadow on the wall.
Anything happened yet? Somebody wrote in my journal. What is this place?
Some people think that if you're accused, you must be guilty of something.
The house shows me. You should have left. Watch now.
You're watching
Connecting you to the community.
Having a place to be creative is so important. We have Tiffany Beaver from TifBe Ceramics Art Studio and Gift Shop, which is the place to be creative. So welcome, Tiffany, to the Lynxx. Great to have you.
Thank you. Nice to have you here. I will try to stay away from anything that's delicate or that could be broken easily. I will stand back.
All right. So tell us a little bit about your business in Toma.
Well, I opened August 1st, and I have over 20,000 molds of all different kinds of animals, Christmas trees, pretty much anything for any age or style that you want to paint, dragons to puppy dogs.
What's been the response to your being open new?
Really good.
Really good? You got guts during this whole virus thing.
Well, this is a good thing to do while you are stuck at home.
Good thinking. Okay, excellent.
So what, I know we talked a little bit before set, you have some pottery classes. Do you want to talk to us about that?
Well, we have 10 pottery wheels, and they are friendly for any age, and anyone. So if you want to sit down on the
Nick?
pottery wheel,
So
and make
you brought one in.
I did.
Okay.
You want me to sit down on the pottery wheel? Okay.
And you get a chance.
It's another thing I've never done. Okay. Okay. And then let's just say, oh, this goes. Woo! Is there a speed? Should I go high or low?
Well, you go where you're comfortable. I would go a little bit lower.
On the speed?
Mm-hmm. You're going to get your hands really wet.
Really
super,
wet?
Super wet.
Okay, got it. Wet, wet. Wet, okay.
And then you're going to start making.
Woo! I've seen people on TV or something do this. Okay.
Yes. We'll check back with you soon and see what you create.
Oh, look at that. So you push down with your thumbs and things.
Look at that, Nick. You're like making an indent.
Things how you have it. And then I get more water, right?
Yeah, whenever it starts to feel sticky,
It already looks like you
water.
got a vase or something going.
I got I got a little shot glass. Very good. Very good. Okay. Okay. Hey, let's hear more about the ceramics.
Okay. So what have you brought in? This is some stuff from your studio, right, Tiffany?
Yes. So like I said, we have everything from big, small.
Is that like a light in there or what?
You can put your light in there, yep.
That is so pretty. It's a big pumpkin.
It is a very big pumpkin. I have molds that can create figurines this little or this big.
Okay, so 3
really,
feet,
really big.
2 inches. This is beautiful. This is a
nativity set.
A nativity set. Okay. And when I walked in studio and I saw your trees out, I thought these are really getting popular. They're really starting to come back in style. The Christmas trees. So, I heard the wheel stop, Nick.
Well, it was kind of getting away from me there, so I had to do something. Let me try it again.
Okay. And so what's this, Tiffany, this right here?
This is a porcelain mold for making ceramics. So as you see the different colors here, when you make ceramics, you have a liquid clay that is the consistency of chocolate milk. You pour it in the mold.
Okay. So this is poured in here.
Yep, you fill it up. You let it sit for about 20 minutes. You dump it out, and then you let it sit overnight.
So you would have to come back to the studio for your...
Well, I make all of these. You guys tell me what you want, and then I'll make it.
Oh, okay. So can we open this?
Sure, if you want to lay it back down.
Okay. Nick is being really quiet over there.
This is tricky.
Okay.
This is tricky.
Okay.
This is
and then
not
this is like
a belt. So you're gonna open it.
Okay.
Oh, I've got the right outfit.
I don't want to. So then just look.
Yep. Just lift the top one off.
Oh, so the mold, that's the Christmas tree mold. And this is, you said this is porcelain, but the mold is ceramic.
No, this is plaster.
Plaster,
this is a plaster mold.
Okay, and then I can't take that out. Or no, I can?
Yep.
Okay.
So this is 2.
I don't want to break, I feel like I don't want to break anything. Okay.
If you lift on one side, I'll lift on the other.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, well, those are heavy. That's a heavy mold.
And then you can go ahead and take the tree out.
Okay. Wow, I'm scared. Okay. Oh, wow, is that cool? Okay.
And then you're going to trim the bottom off. That's the excess from pouring.
Okay, where would I'm going to give that to you.
So we would peel this off.
Oh, wow. You just...
Yep.
It's confidence. You just were confident about it, holding that on there. Okay.
So you can see the different colors. Feel that, how wet it is?
Yes, it did. It felt wet when I was kind of pulling it off.
Yep.
Okay, so we got to wrap up. Let's check on Nick.
All right.
Nick, what did you come up with?
A bigger shot glass. Okay.
You can't see that. What about a coffee cup?
Have you got something that what it should look like?
I think like this.
Oh, you're telling me that I could make that if I took your course?
Yes.
Oh,
okay. And where can our viewers find more information, Tiffany?
TifBe Ceramics on Facebook. Otherwise, I am located at 603 Superior Avenue, right across from Family Dollar downtown.
Great. Thanks for joining us. Well, we have to clean up. Moments in History is next. Stay tuned.
Moulter's family-owned store brings you fresh. Feel healthy with a wide selection of organic foods, gluten-free products, certified Black Angus beef, and handmade brats. Moulter's has a great selection of meats, so choosing can be tough. Just ask our butcher to help you make the perfect selection. Moulter's brings you fresh-packed deli meals for those on the go. And of course, our fresh market. Download our mobile app and start saving money today. Moulter's brings you fresh.
The Oakdale Credit Union has spent decades serving Oakdale, Mauston, and Reedsburg. From comprehensive financial services to reliable mortgage loans, we strive to provide unparalleled care.
I like the warm and friendly atmosphere each and every time I come in. The staff is very knowledgeable and truly cares about its members.
Come and learn more about the Oakdale Credit Union, where we treat you like a member of the family.
Do you have one of those things that makes spray painting easy?
You're talking about one of these, the easy way to do it. Hi, can I help you?
Hi, do you have one of those shower extenders?
Sure do, right here. Hey there.
Hi, do you have a saw that saws everything?
Sure do, right here.
You've got a lot more going for you with Hank, Hardware Hank.
At Toma Health, we're keeping you safe while resuming expanded healthcare services.
I'm Shelley Eggstead, Quality Services Director at Toma Health. Quality has always been a priority, and it's been part of our mission.
Our staff is taking extra precautions, like offering video visit, virus screening, social distancing, and rigorous disinfecting protocols to provide continuing care.
For more information or to schedule an appointment, visit tomahealth.org.
You are watching Lynxx 24, connecting you to your community.
Hey, now it's time for Moments in History. This is all about sewing and sewing machines. So most of you guys can go out and get yourself a drink as your wife listens up. Now, you know, when we think about sewing, we think about Singer, okay? We think about that maybe as the beginning of all things. But he wasn't the guy who actually came up with the idea. Singer, he was more of the guy who figured out how to make them in a factory and then improved them from year to year. The brains behind how the sewing machine works was a guy named Elias Howe Jr. And the tricky part of his invention was the lock stitch. Okay, it's something that he figured out. And by 1846, he patented his lock stitch sewing machine. So this day in 1846, he filed and got the patent for it. But he had traveled a long way to discovering there to get there. Now, after being intrigued by the idea of a machine to do the sewing, he studied his wife's chain stitching. And he finally concluded that, you know, you got to add a second thread to lock each of the stitches, okay, and that would ensure the seam. To my mind, okay, and that conclusion in itself is ingenious, trying to figure that out. Okay, after he figured out how to mechanize it, then he had to find financial backers and construct the model, and he had problems with that. But in 2 years, he had a working model and exhibited it to the public in Boston. At 250 stitches a minute, it outstitched 5 hand seamstresses known for their speed. He completed in 1 hour what took the seamstresses 15 hours to do. Pretty good. Within 2 years after he patented his idea, Isaac Singer, and we know the name, right? He put Howe's ideas together and manufactured the first commercially available machine, claiming a whopping 900 stitches in a minute. The problem was that they were not selling a lot, and skeptics from tailors to unions and seamstresses, they were all thought they'd be put out of business. Culturally, there was a bias against machines in general and women running machines altogether. So Howe demanded licensing fees for infringing his patents of Singer. He had to sue Singer to collect. Nevertheless, machines were finally made, sold, and improved. Within 5 years of his patent, about 2,000 machines were being sold around the country. Within 10 years, over 30,000. By the beginning of the Civil War in 1860, Howe had gained almost $500,000 just in licensing fees, about $15 million in today's dollars. So there you go. That was the deal. And a couple of little extras on that is that the Beatles, they had a movie called Help, and they dedicated it to this guy, Howe. Okay, no one really knows why, but they dedicated the movie to him.
Okay. Well, I want to jump in real quick and share locally something going on this weekend.
An extra bit of news?
Yes. Katie Copleen on the farmer's market. She's having a raffle for a wheelchair.
She's doing a raffle for a wheelchair.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we want to thank all of you for joining us at your hometown news, and we're connecting you to the community.
Couldn't think of